Welcome to AYL TV. I'm Phil Rawlings. We're down here this weekend at the Delta Classic Rock Crawl in Delta, Utah, where we have rigs competing from mild to wild. I'm lucky I get to judge, so I'm right into action on these things. You can see the course right in front of you as this guy comes in. Let's check out all the action.
We put on this whole event. So the responsibilities range from coming down here weeks in advance to be able to set up the courses, design course flow and all that stuff. We're setting cones. And then when the event starts, obviously a ton of responsibilities with making sure everything flows correctly. Usually I end up on course judging. It's a lot.
Yeah, so for this event, I'm just a judge, but you're the one that's responsible for my bad calls.
Yeah, so we do say in the rules that a judge's calls are final. We like to say it's like balls and strikes. If you played baseball, you're never talking an umpire out of the call he just made. But if Phil was to make a bad call, I would hear about it.
We like this event in particular because it offers the opportunity to challenge yourself on almost extreme rock crawling. The county here has been awesome enough to build a facility like this and let the public use it. And we think this is a great place for people who are maybe new to rock crawling to come and test out their skills here in a closed course and have a good time and meet other members of the community that have that ethical mindset too.
What's the point structure like? How do you get points? How do you lose points? How do you win?
Every gate you go through on course, like you start the course and there are cones set up to establish gates that you have to travel through. As you travel through those gates, you get progression points for traveling through them. If you hit a cone, that's bad, that's negative points. If you use a reverse, that's also bad, it's negative points. So you win this event by going through all the gates, finishing all your courses, not timing out. There are bonus points available for harder gates that are set up on each course that really, if you really want to come out here and win, you're going to be doing bonus lines for sure.
And then you've got different classes. You've got, like this guy here, is Kevin. He's in a little bit more of a stock class.
Yeah, he's in a YJ. That's like a 1990 something YJ. And it's lightly modified, not a ton of stuff done to it. Still has stock size axles and stuff, and he's about to break something right now. But yeah, not super modified. That's in the stock class for sure.
Well, it's really fun. I know that for me and my family, we love coming down here. This is our Memorial Day weekend, and it's fantastic. And then the award ceremony Saturday night. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know. Looking at the different classes, it's really hard to say right now. I'd have to go check their scores, but stock class and legends class have a lot of people, and those ones are the ones that I really like to watch. I love watching the buggy guys too, but watching them in stock and legends, the stuff they're doing, it's really the eye-opening for sure.
These rigs always amaze me what they're capable of. I got to get back to my course and get to judging. You guys check this out.
Delta Classic Rock Crawl. This will actually be my 12th year coming to this event and my 2nd year competing. So fun, I love this event. My dad's competed since I was like 2 or 3 years old. And so I've always watched it and I was way too scared to do it before. But last year at this event, like a week before, my dad was like, you should drive my moon buggy in Delta. And I was like, okay. So I came and I started driving and I instantly got hooked. And I actually won that class last year, my first time competing. When you have a successful run, it's one of the best feelings ever. It's so exciting just to know that you just cleaned a course without hitting anything and your car executed it perfectly, and like you and your spotter are communicating, and it's just so amazing. These things are so capable, like the amount of steering and the rear steer and cutting brakes and everything about them is just so much more capable than your average side-by-side. You see something, you're like, yeah, I wouldn't do that, and then it cruises right up it. I honestly just love like the adrenaline of being in the car and watching all the support. All the support I get from my family is really amazing. And all my competitors is so awesome. I seriously love it so much.
This is a JHF Go Build chassis that we built for a very good friend of ours,
Charlie Bucket, who passed away in February.
For years, we would get in a situation where I'd ask for a little bump or a little momentum, and he'd say, should I launch it? No, Charlie, I just need a little bump. So then he'd back it up, or should I launch it? Do you want me to launch it? So it was in memory of Charlie.
He almost always launched it.
And he almost ran me over several times over the years.
I think to me it's the most family-friendly rock crawling event out there and stuff. It's easy, accessible, great for spectators. All the competitors here, none of us are here to compete and win and make it a competition. At the end of the day, we're all here to just have fun and go wheel. It's just a lot more relaxed and family-friendly environment.
So it's a bit of a hybrid, not in the modern sense, but in the old sense. It's a 4Runner body and frame with a mini truck drivetrain and FJ80 axles. It actually has the 7M GTE supercharged inline 6 out of an 87 Supra.
I'm a dirt biker by heart. I grew up on a dirt bike, and about 10 years ago I was in a crash and paralyzed me from the armpits down. And because of that, to get my little bit of adrenaline and off-road stuff, I evolved into side-by-sides. I took a 2-seat Kawasaki KRX, brought it home, cut it in half, stretched it a foot, put hand controls on so I can drive it, full hydraulic steering portals, and here we go. And it's one thing that I do that I don't feel like I have a huge disadvantage because I'm doing it with my hands. Most people don't know I'm paralyzed and when I'm driving, and that's the whole idea, is to not be at a disadvantage because of that.
Welcome back to AYL. We're here at the Delta Classic Rock Crawl. I'm about to get this rig ran on the course. There's a lot going on here.
This is an event here at the Delta Classic where we have partnered with them to put on a micro competition for RCs, and these are micro rock crawlers, and we are the Micro Crawler Club.
We run events free for anybody to come out and attend. We typically run them in public parks and things like that. 1 month we'll do a typical rock crawling event where you have gates and you have backups and there's a point system. And then we have the rock racing like we're doing today at Delta, and we switch off each month just to kind of give a change of things for people to do.
the big selling point for the smaller ones, so you can see here, this would be a 10th scale. And then we have anywhere from 1/24th to 1/18th scale. So they're a little bit more affordable. And the nice thing about plastics at this size is they're actually stronger than they are on the 10th scales.
They're easier to transport too. It's really great how convenient it is. I can get a backpack and haul 3 or 4 of these. And if we find some place to pop them out, I'll pop them out, hand a couple to the kids. It's really nice to have them, and just that they're so portable.
Everything is replaceable or upgradable, so there's a lot of ways that you can build them where they look very scale accurate or they're more performance based. And so it gives you in the hobby a lot of range to go, because it's not just about building it or decorating it or hanging out with your friends or competing, it's all of it. And the variety of terrain is actually a lot easier to find for the smaller ones because of the scale. And so you would just kind of, you know, as you're looking at rocks and features and areas around your neighborhood or in maybe parks, or as you're going for a hike or camping, you're just looking for stuff very similar to the features that you would see behind us that are man-made, but you'd be looking for that in nature, but just smaller. And then that's where the fun is.
Welcome back to the Delta Classic Rock Crawl. This event's been going on for 12 years and it just keeps getting better every year. We're going to learn more about the history of this great event with Craig Stumph.
I really love this event, mostly because I started it back in 2006 and have been here to almost every one ever. Well, I had my beautiful wife Lisa with me too, and she helped me a ton, and my boys, and they're all here today. We kind of got old. We thought we were too old to do it. We took a few years off, and so this is my 3rd year back running. I didn't have a spotter, but Nick, man, he volunteered to spot, and he's an absolute ace. I'm telling you, this guy is good. He's been around forever. I mean, he's almost a fossil.
This event is something pretty special. Just because you get everybody. You've got people fresh off the street, just bought a rig, happy to be here. And then you got the veterans. You know, like I said, Craig and I, we've been doing this 20 years-ish.
20 years, maybe more.
Yeah, and I love it just because for me, it's a good chance to still compete, but it's a chance to see old friends. It's kind of like a family reunion on the rocks with cones. You've got the old, you've got the new, you've got budget runners, you've got big bucks, and everybody wants to get beat on the course. Don't beat me in the pits. So if you look over here, people are passing parts, they're passing fluids. What do you need? Let's get you back out there. It's pretty amazing.
Love support stuff like this. Our mission is to protect OHV access to our public lands. We do that through the outdoor ethics education, outreach, and stewardship, volunteer opportunities where the public can come get involved in the managing of our land, work side by side and get to know the land managers who take care of our public lands. And we love coming to events like this and recruiting volunteers and kind of spreading that ethical message that we like to share.
This is a great family event. I've got my family down here with me. While the Crane of Shame is hooking this rig out of the course, go check out this next story. Welcome back to AYL TV. We've had a great time down here this weekend. I've had a great time judging. There's a lot of talented drivers and great rigs down here. But for now, you guys check out next week's show. We're here with AYL TV at the Delta Classic Rock Crawl. We want to thank Millard County and Tread Lightly for helping us put on this great event. There's been a lot of great drivers and a lot of interesting characters. Banana! Remember, it's a great big world, so get out and create Adventures you love! Yeah! All right, we got it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.